with certain players or people organized with the Bulls organization have been portrayed. What do you want to see out of these last two episodes? I mean, we've seen a lot of things. They say these are going to be redemptive episodes for Scottie
Pippen because the last two were not by any stretch of the imagination.
By his own do. I was going to
That's
say.
exactly right. I mean, it's a man in the mirror on that one, right?
He was in a hole and we gave him a shovel. And
So we'll see where it goes. We obviously know the outcome of this and where it goes.
Hello, somebody.
We're all going to be sad to see that it's going to end. But, I mean, again.
Good morning, Kaylee and Kellen. How are you guys this morning? Morning, Aiden. I'll tell you what, Aiden, you are done with everything. The only thing at the end here, or probably at about 9:05, 9:06, something like that, we are going to have a little trivia game if you want to stick around for that. But since you are done, I do have a couple pieces of information that you should stick around for. But then after that, if you don't want to stay for trivia, that's fine. Again, just we'll go by my clock on my computer. It is 8:54. So we'll get going about 9:02. Just to give people a couple minutes to check in. So stay on, but if you have something to do for 5 minutes and then want to come back, no problem. Morning, Jillian. Are these stairs in your house, Kaylee, or stairs outside? Stairs to an upstairs part of your house? Morning, Luke and Jeremy. I'll probably say this about 10 times. I know some of you are all completed with things. I do have some information that I will give you, so don't leave yet. We will play a little trivia game at the end. So if you want to stick around for that, you can, but you don't have to. But please stay around for a little information here that I'm going to give you. When do you get to move in, Kaylee? Do you know when the house is going to be finished? Good morning, Bristol. So you get to move in at the end of June, and the whole house will be done by the 5th. A little 4th of July celebration then, huh? Well, that sounds exciting. I'm happy for you guys. All right, 9 o'clock. So the 2-minute warning time to get going. I don't want to keep you real long. Thank you guys for checking in at least a few minutes early so we can get going. I know there are some people that usually check in 9:02, 9:03. So we'll just give it a couple more minutes. Morning, Gabe. I know 5 of you that are on here right now: Jeremy, Luke, Gabe, Aiden, Jillian. You guys are done with everything for social studies. So thank you very much. Some of you just have this week's assignment left to do. Some have a little bit more. Most of you that are here right now just have this week's assignment remaining. Good morning, Raleigh. Good morning, Kira. Okay, Carson, you say you're done. I just haven't seen it yet. So once you send it to me, yes, you would be done because that's the only assignment you have left. Morning, Jana. Yep, that's fine, Bristol. Jana, I know you're done with everything. but just hang on for just a little bit because I just want to talk about next week and this treasure hunt too. Okay, it is 9:02, so I am going to just talk briefly about some things. The people that are here, Jeremy, Luke, Gabe, Aiden, Kiera, Jana, Jillian, you are done with everything. So what I will do for those that aren't done with everything, and you can send the assignments anytime this weekend, that's fine. Sunday, I will send out anything that is not completed. If you do send your assignments in, I will tell you if you're done with everything or what you need to do. Next week, we're looking at Wednesday. Wednesday looks to be a pretty nice day, like right around 80 degrees. Next week, that is when we are planning on doing the treasure hunt. I mentioned it last week. At 6 p.m. Now, I know that sounds a little late, but this is why. Some of your parents work and don't get off work until 5:30. And so I'm just letting you know that Wednesday of next week is when the treasure hunt will be scheduled. Do you have to do it? No, you do not have to do it. It is something fun that you can get out with your family and do it if you want to. But I will send the information to everybody. When I say everybody, I'm going to send it to all the people that have at least 75% of their assignments turned in. And that is everybody that is in here today. There's a few fourth graders that do not have that will not get the treasure hunt because they need to finish their work first. Okay? So next Wednesday, 6 p.m. So I will send the information out about 5:45 on Wednesday. If you want to do that. Again, it's nothing you have to do. It's just up to you if you want to or not. Okay. That is all I have. Now, before you leave, let me just tell you this. I have a trivia game for you that we can play right now. And if you want to do it, you can. If not, that's fine. If you want to leave, that's okay. So I'm going to give you about 2 minutes. Those of you that are going to leave, just say goodbye and we'll see you next Wednesday. Yes, we will meet next Wednesday. All right, so I'll give you 2 minutes. If I don't hear from you, I'm figuring you are going to play. If not, just say goodbye and then so I know who is going to be on here. So Kellen, you're out of here. We'll see you Wednesday. Luke, Raleigh, and Aiden are going. We'll still do it even if there's 2 people. Thank you, Bristol. See ya. Have a good weekend. See you, Gabe. See you, Jana. Gabe, does that mean you're not going? Okay. All right, so it looks like we still have 7 people on here. Now, this is a little different from the questions that I asked you. This will be based on if you know the answer and speed. Okay, so since there are 7 people on here, the top 3 answers will get points. Now, if you if you don't get the points, you don't lose any points. So it doesn't affect your grade at all. This is just for fun. I'll read the question 2 times, and then the top 3 answer, the first 3 people that get the answer will get the points. And then I will tell you, don't type anymore, because after 3, we are done. Blake, you'll just have to hold on a little bit. All right, 4th grade, here is the first question. Get your fingers ready. Type quick. Spelling doesn't matter. I will count off. Once we hit 3, then we will stop, and I will let you know. Here is the first question, 4th graders. What is the North Dakota state bird? North Dakota state bird. Top 3. I got 1 answer. Two. 3, no more answers. The correct answer, Jillian, Gabe, and Kaylee, the Western Meadowlark, is correct. All right, same thing, top 3 answers. This might be a little tougher, so I'm going to put a time limit of 1 minute on this. But again, same thing, top 3 answers. Here we go. And we have 6 participating right now, so 7 participating. So here's your next question. This goes way back in social studies. Hopefully you remember this. What is the border between North Dakota and Canada called? Or what is it? The border between North Dakota and Canada. It was covered in social studies. That was probably way back in October. The border between North Dakota and Canada. Okay, stop. I wonder, Gabe, Jillian, and Kaylee, if you're the only ones playing, but you are correct. It is the 49th parallel. That is right. If you guys answer this next one again, I'm guessing there's only 3 people that are playing. But that's okay. So let's go the top 2 on this one. Top 2. Here's the third trivia question. What state borders North Dakota to our west? What state borders North Dakota to our west? Stop. 2 answers. Jillian, Kaylee, sorry, Gabe, Kaylee got it right before you. But thank you, you 3. Let's do 2 more questions, since it looks like only 3 of you are playing. I'm looking for the first one to check in. First one. Here is the question. Who is our governor? Who is North Dakota's governor? Got it? Gabe got it? Again, spelling does not count. Bug Burgum. Doug Burgum is right, but you get that, Gabe. You got it. Bug Burgum. Okay. Good job. And you know what? You 3 for participating, you are going to get some extra points since you 3 have hung around. I appreciate it. Okay, let's do one more. One more question. Again, this goes back a little bit in social studies. Here is a question, and I'm going to take the first one that gets it. First one that gets it. There are 3 affiliated tribes in North Dakota. Name one of them. 3 affiliated tribes in North Dakota. Name one of them. Top answer, or first person. Got it. Kaylee got it. Arikara. Arikara, Mandan, Hidatsa would have been the 3. Okay, good. Thank you, you 3, for sticking around and doing that. Again, great job this quarter, you guys. And if you have anything you need to have completed, I'll send you an email on Sunday. But you can always send me work later. Okay? Thank you again, guys. I'm going to get the 5th grade when they come, but you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you on Wednesday of next week, okay? Thanks, guys. Bye. Good morning, Ella. Morning, Blake. Bye, Bug Burgum. See you, Kaylee. Keep checking in. Morning, Charlie. Ella, I didn't hear you singing last night. Were you singing? Hi, Jess. Again, it's pretty early. It's 9:15. I got done with the 4th grade rather quickly. Yours shouldn't take that long, but about 9:22 we will start. Even though some of you are done with things, don't leave, because I do have some information that I do want you to know. At the end, we are going to play some trivia that for those that want to stick around for that. Good morning, Gabe. Good morning, Chloe, from across the street. Again, I know quite a few that have checked in are done with social studies, but don't leave yet, because I do have some information. Well, good for you, Jess. You're making your bed while you're watching this. That's great. Way to multitask. Oh, Gabe's at the lake. Beautiful weekend for the lake, too. It's going to be beautiful. Ella, you haven't answered me. Were you singing last? Oh, I was on mute. Yes, I was. Are you sure? I don't know. Chloe, what lake do you guys go to? Round Lake. Okay. Yep. I've heard of that. Yeah. Next week is going to be, it's going to be nice next week. So we're going to talk about that treasure hunt and when it is going to be next week. So we should have a nice evening to do that. I thought we couldn't cross state borders. So Minnesota's kind of relaxed on those things. Plus the lake, you know, that's more outside and spread out. So that's why. They ripped up the sidewalks so they could get their machinery in that area. So they're gonna put a new walkway in. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you haven't seen the front of the school, I know Chloe has because she lives right there. But if you haven't seen the front of the school, they are starting with the new addition out in front. So it's pretty ripped up out in front of the school right now. Yeah, it is going to be very nice when they get done with that. Good morning, Weston. Okay, a couple more minutes. It is 9:20 right now, so I want to let as many people in as possible here. We don't have a lot. I was hoping we would get quite a few for some trivia today. But that's okay. We'll do it anyway for those that want to stick around here in just a little bit. Okay, that'd be great, Jess. While we have some time, I hope you're continuing to read and sending in minutes or times that you read. Right now, Mr. Webb is on the roof, Mr. Smith is on the roof, and I think we are a few thousand minutes short to get the third and fourth person up on the roof. So keep a reading. Good morning, Gabri. Jeremy was here for the fourth grade. I'm guessing Caitlin will pop in shortly, or hopefully she will. All right, so I'm going to talk to you 11 that are in here right now. Thank you for joining me this Friday. We will meet again next Wednesday for something. Again, this does count as attendance, so make sure you do that. I want to go through who is done with everything for social studies for fifth grade, and that is Natalie, Emma, Ava, Zoe, Gabe, Gabri, Blake, Caitlin, Ella, Charlie, Maddox, Tanner, Dory, and Chloe. Some of you are really close. Some of you have Some of you have just this week's assignment to do and you'll be done. Some of you have a little bit more. So you can send your assignment anytime this weekend. I can't promise I'll get right back to you, but I will let you know if you have any other work to accomplish. So good quarter, you guys. I will send out an email on Sunday for next week. And I also, for some of you, I'll send an email out telling you what you need to finish. Remember, next week is all makeup work. If you are completed at this time, I still would like you to read, but your social studies is completed. All right. If you are done with everything, and I have let a lot of people know you are done with everything, just make sure you keep on reading. Next week, I talked about the treasure hunt. I know some of you are out of town, and some could not participate in the first one. That's why I'm telling you right now when it is going to be, so you could possibly make arrangements for it. You do not have to do it, but you certainly can. I am looking at Wednesday of next week, and Wednesday it's supposed to be in the 80s. It's supposed to be really nice, and the time is about 6 o'clock. And the reason 6 o'clock is some parents work until 5:30, so just to allow them to come with you. No, you do not have to do it at all. I know some of you are out of town. That's why I'm telling you 5 days ahead of time. So if you want to, you can make arrangements. I know some of you are busy and you can't, and that's fine. It's just something to maybe get out of the house and do some things. Okay, so that is that. I will send, and everybody that is on here right now has turned in at least 75% of their assignments. So I will send it to those people. Those that have not, they don't get to do it because their assignments come first. Okay, now I think that's pretty much all I have. Remember, this week you only have one assignment to do. There were 2 on the sheet, but I said you could do 1 of 2 assignments. All right. So you don't have to do both. You can if you want to, but you don't have to do both. All right. Now, for trivia, and I've got 15 people on here. If you do not want to stay for trivia, then just say goodbye, because I want to find out how many are going to be in here. The trivia will take about 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. And so if you don't want to stay for that, that's fine. But for those that do, I want to see how many we have. Blake is leaving. Okay, we'll see you, Blake. I'll give you about 2 minutes for those that are going to say goodbye. If you're going to stay, you don't have to reply at all, because I can see how many kids are on here. So right now we have 14. Chillins are leaving. Caitlin, does that mean you are leaving? Yeah, you do get some points, Gabri. Yes, Zoe. Except for your reading, you got to keep reading. Okay, Caitlin, you're staying good. Okay, I haven't seen a whole lot of people reply, which means I see 12 people that are here. This is how this is going to work. It's a little different from the questions that that I asked before. All right, Gabby, we'll see you. I'm going to ask these questions. I'm not going to put a time limit. Well, I'm going to kind of put a time limit on it, but I want the top or the first 4 people that reply and get the right answer will get extra points. Everybody that does participate will get some points for this. So spelling does not count. Knowledge, knowing the answer, and typing it quickly does count. The top 4 correct answers will get the extra point. Once I have 4 correct answers, I will say stop and then don't type anymore. Okay? A lot of these are from social studies throughout this year. So hopefully you can put your thinking caps on and remember these things. All right, so I'm looking for the first 4 people that turn in the answer, correct answer. And here is question 1. Again, spelling does not count. Spell the best you can. First question, 5th graders, is what was the name of the land bridge that connected North America and Asia? What is the name of the land bridge connecting North America and Asia? First 4 correct answers. One answer. Stop. I got 4. Charlie, Chloe, Caitlin, Ella, Zoe, Jess, Weston, Gabe. You just missed. All right. All right, here's the next question. Again, top 4, first 4. Who, I'm looking for a person. Who founded the colony of Georgia? Who founded the colony of Georgia? Stop. Charlie, Caitlin, Jess, Chloe. James Oglethorpe was his name. Good job. You guys are getting the right answer, just not quick enough. That's okay. I've done this too, and I'm really slow at typing. So, again, just a game. Don't worry about it. Here is question 3. We'll probably do 5 questions. We'll see. Question 3. What was the name of the first English settlement in America? The first permanent English settlement in America? All should know this. First permanent English settlement in North America. Stop. I've got Weston, Jess, Ella, and boy, is this Jackson? It is Jamestown. Yeah. Jamestown. Again, you guys are really close. Okay, good, Jackson. Glad to have you here. Here is question number 4. Top 4 answers. Top 4 people. The Plains people used what animal for almost everything? Morning, Maddox. The Plains people used what animal? And they used that animal for almost everything. Stop. Weston, Chloe, Charlie, Ella. Just got nipped out there. Gabe, Caitlin, Chloe, and Jackson. It was the Bison. The Bison. Okay, 9:33. We'll go 2 more minutes. Okay, let's go first 5. Now that we have 13 people in here, first 5 answers and get it right. The question is, it has to do with social studies. It's nothing we've studied. It's just common knowledge. We've seen them on TV quite a bit here the last 2 months. What is the name of our governor? Who is North Dakota's governor? First 5 correct answers. Okay, stop. We've got Gabe, Jackson, Weston, Ella, and Caitlin. Because Chloe, you said I don't know right away. Sorry. It is Doug Burgum, not Bug Burgum. We had that one before. Governor Burgum. All right, you 5. We're going to do one more. One more and we'll be done. Top 5 answers. Where Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico meet is called what? Where Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico meet is called what? So where all 4 of those states meet, it's called something where they meet. Okay, stop. Jackson, Chloe, Weston, Ella, Caitlin. The 4 corners. 4 corners is correct. Okay. That's about all the time we have for this. We are still going to meet next Wednesday for a little bit. Remember, get your things in, turn assignments in, and I will send an email out on Sunday about next week and if you have any work to do. So 5th graders, we'll see you next Wednesday. I am going to let the 6th graders come in. You have a great weekend, everybody. See you 5th grade. All right, 6th graders. Thought I saw some 6th graders come in here. Good morning, Dominic. Carson. Kendra. Greta. Wyatt, are you still here? I saw you were in earlier. Okay. It's 9:37. At 9:41, let's see if you guys can predict who the first person that will check in at between 9:41 and 9:42 is. Who always comes in a little bit late? Type in who you think it'll be. I have my prediction. Carson's already here, Dominic. Those are the two I was thinking of too. But better late than not being here at all. Those that are here, Kendra, you're the only one that's here right now that's done with everything. Okay, don't leave because I have just a couple things that I want to tell you. Most of you that are in here, you pretty much have one or two things left to do. Some of you have just one assignment left for this week. Let me get to the 6th grade here. Remember, you have only one assignment this week. It told you you could just do one of the two assignments that I sent you. Some of you did both, and that's fine. But you only have to do one. I will send an email out on Sunday with things that are not completed for some of you. So that is that. Good morning, Caden. Yeah, but Caden's usually on time. He hits right about 9:40 every time. So he's usually pretty good. We're at 9:40 right now, so we'll see when the clock hits 9:41 who comes in. 9:41 right now. So let's see. We'll give an extra 1.5 minutes to see which one of them shows up. Greta, I would not leave yet. After I give you information, then it's up to you if you want to leave or not. But just wait for another minute or two before you take off. Not planning on it, Caden. Okay, 9:42, and I see only 6 sixth graders. Okay, so Kendra, Emma, Karina, Morgan, and Noah are the 6th graders that are completed with everything. As I said, I will send out Sunday next week's material, and if you have anything else to complete. Also, I talked to you about the treasure hunt. Some of you, I talked about that last week. I'm planning on doing that next Wednesday at 6 p.m. It's supposed to be pretty nice. I know some of you are in the country. That's why I'm telling you right now when it will be, so you can make plans. If you can't make it, no problem. It's not an assignment. It's just for fun, getting outside, and so on. The reason we're doing it at 6 o'clock, and again, that's next Wednesday, is because it should be nice. And number two, some parents work and don't get off work until 5 or 5:30. So if you can make arrangements to be around about 6 o'clock, I will send. Hey, Emma's here! Woohoo! I will make arrangements. I will send out the information about 5:45 on that Wednesday. So that's the treasure hunt. Again, you do not have to participate in this. The final thing that you find, or the thing that you find, is worth about $25. So it's somewhat valuable. Okay, so there are 7 people here. I have written up a list of trivia questions, and I want to see, again, you don't have to stay around for this. So if you are good and don't want to stay, just write by your name, say goodbye. If I don't hear from you, then I have some trivia that we can do for just a little bit. Can you get a house tour? Oh, maybe sometime, Greta. So I'm going to wait for about a minute. If you say goodbye, then goodbye. If I don't hear from you, then I'm going to ask you some trivia questions. And it'll be a little bit different than the questions that I had asked you before. Yes, I will give you some more points. As a matter of fact, anybody who participates gets a point, and then the people that get the correct answer in time will get the extra point. So yes, I will give you some points for that. So I see 9 people on here. And I don't see any see you laters other than Greta. So, okay, so these are what the rules are. We've got 8 people on here. So unlike the questions that I asked before, where you can type in the correct answer, this is number 1, speed. So the first 3 people that answers correctly will get the extra point. So you have to type a little quick. Spelling does not matter. These are some social studies questions from this year. And there's a couple general questions also. All right. So the first 3 people that answer correctly will get the extra point. I will say stop after I get the first 3 correct answers. And so you don't have to type anymore. So we have 7 people. I'm still looking for 3. So this should not take real long. And we'll see how many questions. We'll go till about 9:52 or so. That's about 6 minutes. So not a whole lot of time. All right, here's your first question. I'll read it a couple times. What is missing? What is missing? Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Australia, and Oceania. What's missing? Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Australia, and Oceania. What's missing? Stop. Kendra, Emma, Wyatt, what is missing? Europe was missing on the list of continents. We did that about the 3rd week of school this year. Those were the continents. Europe was the one missing. All right, so Kendra and Emma and Wyatt got the points for that one. Okay, here is question 2 First three answers, correct answers. People who hunted animals and gathered wild plants are called what? People who hunted animals and gathered wild plants are called what? First three correct answers. Stop. I've got three. Caden, Wyatt, and Carson. They are the hunter-gatherers. Good job. Just nipped you out there, Dominic and Kendra. Okay, question number 3. General knowledge. Very simply, what is the name of our governor? The governor of North Dakota. What is his name? He's been on the TV quite a bit the last couple months. First three correct answers. North Dakota governor, what's his name? Stop. Nope, don't stop. Keep going. I got 2. Stop. Wyatt, Carson, and Dominic. Doug Burgum, it was his name. One of the 4th graders put Bug Burgum. I think that was Gabe Gruba. I think that was your brother, Carson. We had a little laugh about that. All right, good job. How about this one? We know our president is Donald Trump. Who is our vice president? Who is our vice president? Okay, stop. Carson, Caden, and Wyatt just nipped out Dominic. I'm sorry, Emma. Mike Pence was his name. All right, we got time for, let's do 2 more, and then I'll let you go. President Trump was charged with misconduct earlier this year. What is this called when a president is charged with misconduct? It was all over the news, and we even talked about it in class. What is it called when a president is charged with misconduct of his office of president? Okay, stop. Wyatt, Carson, and Dominic just beat out Emma and Kendra. Impeach or impeachment is correct. All right, let's do one more. Whoa, this one goes back. It's a tough one. Spell the best you can. Who was the first female pharaoh? Who was the first female pharaoh? You can only answer one time. First female pharaoh. Okay, stop. We got 3 correct answers. Caden, Wyatt, Emma. Hatshepsut is correct. Correct. I've got 2 more questions if you want them. This is going pretty quick. So let's do the last 2. In Egypt, before a person was mummified, the organs would be taken out and put into organ jars. What was another name for the organ jars? In Egypt, before a person was mummified, organs were taken out and put into organ jars. What is another name for organ jars? Stop. All right, we've got Caden, Kendra, Emma. Canopic jars is correct. Canopic jars. All right, very last question for you. The Olympic Games honored what Greek god? The Olympic Games honored what Greek god? And stop. First 3 were Zeus, were Caden, Dominic, Kendra, and the answer is Zeus. That is correct. Good job. We went through all your questions, 6th grade. Nice work. Okay, we will meet again very briefly next Wednesday. Try to get your work in. Again, look for the email on Sunday evening for the next week. And if you have any other work to do, I will send that also. You guys have a great weekend. Stay safe. Get outside and enjoy the weather a little bit. So we'll see you guys.